G'day, good evening, hello. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching too. This is a show on organic gardening, organic horticulture, organic agriculture, focusing on plant science, soil science and microbiology. The information is for educational and scientific purposes, and the information is fact-checked, and any of the websites or papers that have been discussed will be put in the description below. I don't know today's topic today, so after you're watching this back, fast forward until you see the screen change. Generally 5 to 10 minutes in, and I think on 10 minutes it's a short show. So I'll give it another minute, wait for the cool folk to arrive in the chat, like Genetic Memory Farms. It says, good evening, Aussie. I hope you are well, sir. Yeah, I'm all right. Thanks, mate. Battling the bloody heat. How are you going? It's another 45 seconds to go. And we'll see if we can get some sort of discussion happening about some plant science, soil science, microbiology, or maybe some homesteading stuff. So 25 seconds to go. Ten more seconds. All right. So if you're listening to this, can you put something in the chat? We can get some chat discussion happening. Because at the moment, I don't know what we're going to talk about. Genetic Memory Farm says he's in the depths of winter, no complaints. Isn't it funny that we're 12 hours apart by a plane, but yet it's 100 F here, and it's blooming below, well, 0 F where you are. Australia's in such a bad drought. Most parts except for the coast. Righto, what can be today's topic? Don't want to talk about the drought, that's pretty negative. Even plants don't like it, the grass, animals. So I like to keep things positive. What can be discussed? The plants wilt, they look bad, they reach their permanent wilting point, and they start and go brown. It's all just negative, isn't it? Oh well, it'll finish soon. And the good thing, there you go, positive thing of the drought, I was just thinking, is maybe somewhat weeds die off, because a lot of the grass and all your plants dies, but the weeds die off too. So some maybe ones that we're going to seed up could go. What's a positive thing of the drought? I'll see if there's positives of the droughts. It says, yeah, I'll show you. So what else do we can discuss? So this will be interesting to see what it says. Positives of droughts. While droughts are generally detrimental to plant growth, they can induce specific advantageous and adaptive responses. Yes, that are studied in plant science. These responses can improve plants' ability to survive subsequent stresses, enhance efficiency, and be leveraged to improve crop varieties. That's how the plants naturally double their chromosomes. Improve water use efficiency. Yeah, well, they're not going to grow, they're just going to throw their roots out. Enhanced root development, and induction of Drought Memory, Acclimation it's called. Yes. They put out abscisic acid, ABA, and it's not a growing, it's a negative for the plant, like the antioxidant system, to mitigate reactive oxygen species generates by stress. Acclimation of protective compounds. Drought triggers the synthesis of protective solutes, including protein sugars and sugar alcohols. They act as osmolytes to maintain cell turgor. Oh, right, very good. Phenolic or morphic adaptations. Yes. Thicker waxy coat. Yes, that's pretty cool. I got a video on that one actually. Morphological leaf adaptations. Selection for stress-resistant crops. So you can use it for plant breeding. Yeah, that's what I've seen quite. I look around at the ones and I think, which ones are going to come up? I thought, I'm going to save the seeds from you. Which ones are powered on? There's a great grower also down the road, and he's not watering his paddock, but one plant's growing. And I thought, how cool would it be to get the offspring of that one, because there's a higher chance it's going to survive in the drought. Reduced pathogen pressure. Yes. And weed pressure. Pathogens and weeds. That was pretty good. Anything to add for that? I suppose I can leave that one up. Stop sharing though. GMF says, so I am curious if you have thought of starting large-scale red wigglers or black soldier fly larvae. No, I haven't. Some kind of bug or worm ranching. It is not water intensive and could create profitable products. Yes. We'll talk about that. Oh, there's another comment that says, winter, GMF says, winter does that here, kills weeds and pests. Actually, is looking into it, some weed. Mint. Some species of mint, peppermint, spearmint and stuff, can grow down to -20 Celsius. What's that? It's probably -10 Fahrenheit. So that's something to be careful of. So I thought, yeah, I'll just wait for the frost. It's going to kill heaps of stuff off, but not some things. But in general, it's pretty cool. You can use that as your advantage. I like this bit. Let's get talking about that. Profiting on your own place. Using worms or black soldier fly larvae. So what do they call that again? Soldier fly larvae is the Frass larvae. No, the Frass is the poo. All right. Well, why would you want to cultivate soldier fly larvae? Oh, to soldier flies, obviously, to put them out as biological control. Oh, yeah? Okay. There's a place in Australia that does it off one species only. I'll show you. It's for the Stena felti nematodes. So Stena Nina. No, where's his shot? There it is. Give him a bit of props too. I'll share this. So you're talking about doing it out of one species only, out of one species of a worm or one species of a fly larvae. That's excellent, mate. This is how it will work, and you can succeed with it. Personally, I haven't done it, but check this out. So he's got I've been to his shop and got some he's changed the name of them, so he hasn't. So you don't go and buy them elsewhere, I suppose. But they're hard to get anyway. These nematodes. So that's a fungus gnat there. And how do you kill it? You kill it with the Stenonema felti beneficial nematodes. He's gone and changed them as Natum. He sells them in the packs. He's got a factory there, and he's got inside of it is a because I went and had a look, a little cold room thing, and inside of it he just grows them. And that's it. Our best sellers. Oh, he's got more now. Look at that. He's branched out. He's got 4 different types now. Awesome. I'm going to have to read this. By appointment. So he must have gotten a lot bigger. Sweet as. He's in Canberra, just down the outside skirts there. It's a nice drive. Cockchafer. It's like Christmas beetle. Millipedes. I can't wait to read to see why they're good. Yeah, this is an example, mate, of how it will work. They sell fleas too. Why would I need to buy a flea? Scarab beetles. I got excess of them. Why would you want them? Actively seek and kill the larvae of. Oh, it's the larvae for them. Okay, yeah. Oh, that's the pest that you have. I'm thinking, how do you use like an armyworm's a bloody? So, well, otherwise you just. What do you use? What's for armyworms? Armyworms. Yeah, you know what they do. How are you going to help us? See? Doesn't tell you. He's got someone else working for him now that's hiding all his stuff, not giving away secrets anymore. That's cool. That's an example. New comment. GMF says, well, Frass is one income stream. The larvae are also dried and sold to suburban chicken hobbyists, people with fish and lizards. The trick is they eat that worm. They eat what worms won't. Meat and bone. Sweet. Very good. You need to have a shed or something like that. You couldn't do that indoor. I wouldn't be too happy doing that indoors. First castings I've done inside. And if it's done successfully, it won't have any smell. Mine never used to have a smell. But I hate for it to get loose. That's one trick with vermicastings is you know when they're not happy is because you start seeing worms outside of the worm bins. Then you've got to investigate. That's they're stressed and they leave. They're looking for new areas. And you go, oh, I better check it. Oh, and usually my problem was too dry or too wet. That's when I did it. I did it for personal, not for sale though. But I like that idea. How can we use our skills in our little environments to profit? It's like the way you're thinking, mate. Because we're coming into the organic phase in the world, I suppose, where everybody's reverting back to old ways of eating crickets. In Indonesia, they sell crickets now. They farm crickets. People are eating them for protein. Humans as well, I'm talking about, not just your pets. So it's a good way to find a niche market before other people can get onto it. Now what's he say? GMF says a complete composting system for sure. He's selling the vermicompost, vermicompost, the worms, the leachate, even bubble it with water for a fertilizer and sell it. You sell the larvae, the Frass and flies. They are wingless. There you go. Yep, and I'm sure it wouldn't be too hard to get people to buy it these days. I do remember, though, from my organics course that the leachate only lasts for 3 days outside of its normal conditions because it starts to go anaerobic. It needs oxygen. So they'll start and use up, the microbes will start and use up all the nitrate and the sulfate. They go down and use all the ones with oxygen in it, and then that's gone, and they start and go anaerobic. GMF says you just have to grow green manure and collect stuff from your environment to feed the system. Brilliant. And from growing green manure, I thoroughly enjoy doing that. A lot of bees, though. I grab some grasshoppers for my turtles to feed from the green manure. But yeah, the good all-round system, you'll end up being in a cycle. Everything will feed itself, and you can have things that feed off each other, and then this feeds the next, and all of a sudden you're getting paid, and you're supporting the earth, and it's a pretty good win-win situation. I'm getting good self-satisfaction from seeing my plot soil improve, and the neighbours are also taking notice on why is it green and everybody else's is brown and I'm not watering. GMF says maybe get some more goats or some rabbits. Oh, the first, yes. The second, no. There was a rabbit plague in Australia. Rabbits, I wouldn't support anybody getting rabbits, just for this reason. They breed too much and they take over. And if they get out, Australia had a big problem at the turn of the 19th century, 100 and something years ago. And they put up, I got a fence out the front of my place that they had to dig down into the ground, wire into the ground to stop the rabbits from getting everywhere, because the rabbits were kind of like mice. They were getting in and just eating, destroying everything and breeding too fast. And they couldn't kill them. But the goats are an excellent idea. Their poo, their manure, is nearly as good as chook manure. And it's not wet either. It's dry, so it's brilliant. The goats are some good ideas. I like the goats, mate. Or aquaponics, maybe. Yes, aquaponics is a good idea, because that feeds the next. It's a lot of for me to personally do it, I'd have to set it up so it's self-sufficient, like out of a pond into a field and back to a pond, because doing anything scaled down from that, you're using filters and you've got to clean stuff out, and there's a lot of checks to be done. So I know from doing a little bit of agriculture that I do, it's very labor intensive with the organics, and not everything goes to plan. So there's always a lot of fixing up stuff and redoing things. Like at the moment, I've got a problem with Australian mint, because I've brought the pH of the soil back up and it's warm conditions and I'm irrigating. This mint started to grow, and if it goes to seed, which it's close to, it'll reseed. So next season I'll have the same problem. But if it doesn't go to seed, I'll slowly get rid of it, and the frost will kill it. This mint, that's why I knew about the mint temperatures. This mint kills, the frost kills it. It's Australian mint, so it's scared of the cold. So, but that's still a few months away, where it's going to seed within 4 to 6 weeks. So, yeah, another bonus of the drought is it'll kill it off, but I'm irrigating. And now I've got sidetracked then. Talking about profitable things for the farm. You forgot about the rabbit plague. That's all right. Yes, some more breeding goats would be good. Breeding specialized specialty goats like miniature goats, they get $1,000 to $2,000 each. If you have a herd of them, you might be able to produce $20,000 a year you're looking to produce. So you want $500 a week income. So what makes $20,000 a year? That's what you got to think about. So for instance, for a goat, you might sell one for 500. So you got to produce 500 times 20, 40 goats a year. So how do you do that? So you need 40. You need a herd of blooming 80 or 60 at least. A big herd anyway. So that's one way of scaling back to see if it's going to be feasible for you to do your adventure, for your entrepreneurial thing on the farm. So pick a wage first and then go back from that. GMF says they would definitely be good at feeding and composting. Well, they're good at they've got a place here that's let's Google it, see if it comes up. They hire out their goats for their land clearing. It's quite funny. Goat hire for land clearing. Oh, look at the name of it too. Look at the name of it. It starts with FL. Flocking. Adorable. FL. No swearing there. Yeah, I'll click on it. Hire herd. That's pretty funny. What does he charge for hiring this herd? Of course, it's no price. So, jeez, it's annoying. It's like when people put up their cars for sale and they don't have a price. Just want an idea. All right. Let's see what this AI stuff is. No. No. It's quoted individually. Oh, here we go. Daily $100 per day for small herd. Acreage rates. Estimated for large clearing can be $600 to $1,000 per acre, depending on terrain. Huh. $600 to $1,000 per acre on the terrain. And yeah, that's one thing. You got to mention the toxic plants for the goats too. Would you like to see a list of toxic goats? Yes. Here's a list of toxic ones. Azalea, rhododendrons, oleanders, hydrangeas, and laurel. And then some weeds. Lantana. What? Can cause liver damage. Didn't know that one. Wild berries. Prunes. Leaves contain cyanide. That's the same as that Australian mint contains cyanide in it as well. Foxgloves. Yes, so that's something to think about the area. There's a few people quote. Minimum 3 goats, 2 weeks, $50 per goat per week. So what's that? $150 per week they get for 3 goats. That's pretty good. There's an example. Another business idea. They would definitely be good at feeding a composting system. Yeah, that's the best bit. They help the land. Anybody, I reckon, who owns a place that can house 2 goats, because I need to have 2. I need a friend. They get too scared. I just get scared anyway. But it helps the land massively. The front of my place is green. I've never watered it, and it's got poor soil, and it's only to do with the goats. There's nothing else that happens there. There's no runoff. There's no nothing like that. And it's open, so nothing gets deposited there. It's only the goats. So they're the ones that improve things. I've done nothing. They've win-win. Plus they're good mates. They're fun. What we're talking about. Ways to make money off your place. You first mentioned that the vermicompost or the Frass. Well, you can start off really small scale with them and then multiply. I don't know much about multiplying the second one, the fly larvae. But the red wigglers, you'd need to grab some and then multiply them and then grow them. And then they put out these little seeds, little round cysts, I think they're called. And that's their eggs. But I don't know about the black soldier fly larvae. But it's only can be a win-win. You probably have to check with your state laws to see if you can ship them over the state, over borders. If you can ship it to your next state, I think it's on a win-win. But if they've got that stupid law where you can't ship anything live from Florida to Arkansas, for instance, well, it mightn't be very profitable for you. I know that's not where you live, but I need to give some example. But I would think about trying it, and your setup, because it's cold where you are, so a lot of your things will have to be indoors, and the worms especially could be done indoors. I don't know about the fly larvae, but the worms could. But think about the worms in the big shed. In your comment, what's this comment say? Seems like a farm is just an agribusiness. Yes, with diversified income streams. In your case, renting and selling goat milk products, compost, worm larvae, and whatever you can grow to sell. Well, it's about using the space and what you want to do with it and finding more niche markets, because you don't want to work for free. So you can really do anything on your own property, but it's about, are you happy doing it? Does it suit your environment? And are you getting reward for it? Is it self-reward or is it money reward? So that can be anywhere where you live. And even for people who rent, they can still do these, try and set up the businesses, but not make it permanently, like have big compost piles. They might have a compost bins, as an example, if that was there, or vermicompost bins instead of setting up in the ground. So it still can be done, and then make your money, and then you write a business plan, and then from the business plan, that's when you approach the bank. And the bank goes, yep, we like it, we'll sponsor you. And before you know it, you can get a place. Like that factory that I showed you at the start. If your business plan's up to scratch and you can see over the next 5 years that it's going to be profitable. And that comes back to the plant science, soil science, microbiology to see if it's going to, you can pull off your task. Once you find what you want to do, then you've got to investigate more. pH, microbes, environment factors, indoors, outdoors. It's pretty tough. That's why working with your environment and with your budget and stuff like that is more rewarding. So find a niche market. One of my reasons I chose garlic was because it is very pest-free and it grows out of season. So I'm not going to get all these seasonal problems that you get in the hotter months, all the weeds and stuff growing. GMF says some people do worms outside and inside depending on size. Large operations can run in even the dead of winter. Here with the heat generated by the compost and large windows. Sure can. Windrows. Sorry. Yes. Windrow is a big sausage looking thing on the side. So a big heap. It's like a composting method. You make a big long sausage. It's 2 feet by 2 feet and just leave it sit. Leave it wet. GMF says a company in Illinois makes a tractor implement that turns windrows. Holy hell, that's pretty blooming good. All right, let's show you what a windrow is. Windrows. There's one. Share screen. New technology is just fascinating. So excellent. These things are big windrows. See them here? Just big long sausage piles. There's one there. Mining windrows. Oh wow, on the edge of the road. And then it says they make a machine for turning them now. Oh, probably like this thing, is it? I imagine a big long flipping thing that goes in and scoops and goes turn. It's probably that machine. A ground grocer. Which rate makes the best windrow? It's pretty funky looking device. Yeah, that's what windrows are. And these windrows are up to 8 feet high. Yeah, it's massive, some of them. You saw it next to that tractor. Oh, hello, there's Ms. Liznay. Hello, how are you? G'day. Hope all's well down under. It's bloody too hot and dry and awful. Thanks for asking. GMF says they are huge and get covered with industrial tarps between turnings. Oh yeah, trap all the heat in. Keep all the bugs out. All those nematode, all those fungus gnats that they used to get into the ones in Vancouver Island. Bad problems there. And theirs wasn't very good. Yes, hope you're enjoying your cold where you are. We're just talking about ideas, making money, like vermicastings or Frass, insect Frass, something like that you can do indoors. That you can scale up even if you rent at a small place. Well, I'm just gonna. I'm starting to get sore again. Oh. And I've tried with those sunflowers because I can cold press the oil and I should be able to get a fair bit of oil out of it. Sunflower, organic sunflower oil. And I'm going to try to see how late I can push them to see for seed production. Because the ones at the moment, when I picked them early, talked about last week, they were full of oil and I haven't seen any germinate yet, even though the seeds look dark. They are spongy in the middle. It'll still be nice to, they still look nice growing. Might have been destroyed from the lemon. All the parrots landing on them. And then the drought. They did look nice at the start, not anymore. Oh well. Nothing's forever. What else is on the topic of growing, making money off your own land? Yes, the niche market. Now put that in. Niche market in agriculture. Niche markets in if everybody says the thing about niche markets is they develop, different things evolve, different reasons happen for different productions of different things. So it might be, I wonder what AI is. This would be interesting. Niche markets in agriculture. Gourmet mushrooms, microgreens, I don't know about that. Heirloom varieties, value-added powders, turning waste into products like green banana flour or broccoli powder. I was looking at garlic powder, specialty livestock. So livestock, righto. Alternative farming, organic and biodynamic farming without synthetic inputs. No, I asked for what are. That's sort of got off the topic a bit. What's some garlic? Oh yeah, okay. Beekeeping's pretty good. Do a beekeeping course. That's what I was interested in too. Once you do a course, you'll find it's going to be pretty easy. And you just get yourself a few hives and you start placing them on farmers' land, and you can offer them, give them 1 jar a year, and you'll harvest 10 jars a year, and then you'll sell it. And you can, in areas like where they will grow only lavender, so you can have lavender honey, for instance. That's a good business, but that's not really on your own property. But I've always thought about doing that. Yeah, finding a niche. That's more so the hard bit. Identify markets, trends, Yeah, because things come in and out. Are you interested in a financial startup? No. I'd like to find a niche. You tell me, quick, grow this. It's coming into they want top dollar. Next year's going to be shortage overseas where it's major production. Something there's something else that would be soldier flies potential really good. Worms can't consume highly oil or fatty things like soldier flies can. Oh yeah, you know. No, it says 60F. Like spring the last few days here. I'm still getting over the damn cold. Oh, boo. Bloody colds. Yes. Still well seen. Colds. Oh, heaps of cricket on for you to watch. Cricket's been pretty good. It's more I'm saying. I like to orientate my days around the cricket and bring some positivity. It's good. Well, I reckon wrap it up. Write in the chat something. My arm's getting sore. As it hits 31 Celsius outside. It's only 22 in. Just hit lunchtime. All right, well, thanks everybody for listening. Do the same again next week. I'll change today's title to niche markets and some homesteading ideas. Let's see what we can come up with next week. I hope for everybody in the Northern Hemisphere stays warm. Looks into those USB heated jackets. I think they're only $40, $20 from Walmart. That'd be good. You sit next to the computer and plug it in. Oh no, the computer's going to die. You want your jacket to be warm. This Lene says it would be such a dream to have lavender from beehives. Lavender beehives. Yes, it would be interesting if it was had its funk to it, if it had that flavour to it, like the lavender. It's very good. GMS says, have a good night. If you get a chance to look up soldier fly, let me know what you think of them and an option. Oh, well, okay, I will. My arm's starting to get a bit weird, but I should do that right now. Just to finish off. I'll try and do it now, mate. That's not to cricket next week. You're welcome. Yeah, see the USA plays soon. My hand's pretty sore, mate. I'm using my left hand at the moment. Right one's sore. Soldier fly. I've got no way to cut and paste it. Remind me next week, because I'd like to look into it. Let's look at the techniques for it next week. That's a good idea. Oh, don't forget everyone, the Seahawks playing the Super Bowl Sunday. Woo! They're going to kick the Patriots' backsides big time, says Miss Lene. Oh, you're going to cause some fiascos over there. People going, no way they're not. Oh, my. Oh, very good. Go the Seahawks. Finally, they made it. They probably will make it all the time. But, yeah, next week I'd like to look into it and see what the process is. Oh, you're kidding. Just as I was saying goodbye. Raptor says hello. G'day, Raptor. Nice to see you, mate. I'm just wrapping it up. We're going to look at Frass next week. Different ideas to profit off. Anybody who even rents can set up the ways and make money from doing organics in different ways. Be good to hear how you're going. Any of your studies too, Raptor. You'd nearly be a professor now. If you're still doing your studies. You will set an alarm, old friend. Okay, rad. Yeah, next week this has been going for 45 minutes today, and the arms are really sore. So I was just saying goodbye, actually. And a few suggestions come through, and I've been talking for the last 5 minutes, but I've said goodbye already. But yeah, thank you. Nice to see you again, wrapped up. Good to see you at Miss 11A. And good to see you at Genetic Memory Farms. Thanks, everybody. Else for listening, there's a few in chat in the background. Thanks for your ears. I hope you're enjoying the content and can profit too. And next week, contribute to your idea if you want, and I can review it and give you my thoughts on it. And who knows, you might have found a niche market, because there's plenty of them out there. They're just waiting for us to find them. Oh yeah, good stuff. We'll leave it on that note. Hope everybody has a fantastic weekend. Go the cricket. Go the USA in the cricket for the USA people. The USA are playing in a few hours' time. Actually, it's in 10 hours' time, 12 hours' time. They're playing the 2020 World Cup cricket. You can watch it free online. Woo. Go the cricket. Sees everybody next week. Hope you all rock up. See you next week. Thanks for listening again. Press the thumbs up if you thought the stream was good. And see you in 167 hours' time. Thank you, too. Happy breeding, happy growing, good health to you all. Bye-bye. Enjoy the cricket. Thanks, everyone. 3